Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Respected dignitaries and my dear friends, in this auspicious occasion, I would like to say about the most relevant topic, Modi 3.0, still the government saves corporate. The government, its third time, is perceived favoritism towards corporates. While every government must balance business growth with public welfare, there are instances that suggest a skewed focus towards safeguarding corporate interests, often at the expense of common citizens. Let us categorize some of the government favoritism towards the corporates. First of all, corporate tax cuts. We know that in 2019, the Modi government slashed corporate tax rates from 30% into 22%. This helped for the big, large corporation, not small businesses or common man. Second one, privatization of public assets. The government has aggressively pushed for privatizing public sector undertakings like Air India and national assets such as railways and highways. This all give to the public sector. Next, Adani controversy. Another grand example is the alleged favoritism towards the Adani group, which means the crony capitalism. We know the SALT agreement, according about 29,000 crore for the 126 fighter jets. But after the coming of Modi government, he gave to the agreement to the Adani group and it increased 59,000 crore for the 36 fighter jets. Next, we know loan write-offs for big corporates. Public sector banks have written off loans worth over 10 lakh crore in the last decade. Example of, we know that Vijay Mallya, he take from the biggest money from the bank, and after that the government save him and he go from this country. Labor and land reforms. This is another example for government favoritism. Attempts to amend land acquisition laws in 2050 were seen as an effort to prioritize industrial projects over rights of farmers. Sixth, farm laws and protests. As the consequences of the crony capitalism, we can elaborate some reports. According to Oxfam report, 3% of Indian peoples have above 60% wealth of the country, and the 50% people, including poor, have only 6% of wealth. You can clearly see the differences. In conclusion, while economic growth is a vital, the Modi government's repeated policy decisions and actions appear to prioritize corporates over ordinary citizens. From tax cuts, the privatization to alleged cronyism, these examples underscore why many believe the government save corporates rather than standing equally for all Indians. As citizens, we must demand a more balanced approach, one that fosters growth without compromising equity and fairness. I would like to conclude my words. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Apex Zone English Elocution.